4 commentators, 3 people that actually wanted to watch this, 2 expected copyright strikes, 1 request for missing ace, 0 requests for a commentary, and countless memes. It's the Missing Blade commentary. Meanwhile, we can hear my Mighty Action X.
Mighty Action X!
I hope you recorded that. That'll be useful at some point.
I did. I've been recording since the beginning.
He got a clean cut of it too. She's
Great.
like, oh my god, Sedirex, hello! Oh my
Yeah,
god.
she calls me Sedirex. Yeah, maybe, have you like looked into it? Could be that Marcosatsu means like in some weird language. Actual name is Jordan, and in Japanese, Jodan is joke.
That explains your channel. Got him.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
Please
What?
fly through the air.
Why
and land
was Redbud here? What's the point of Redbud?
Boot.
What is this Pilates move he is doing?
Have you ever made a movie, Sedirex?
I haven't.
Yeah,
Kid
the milk
ourselves.
thing was weird, but like I could relate to that. What? Boulder?
Gashapon.
Oh no, the gachapons!
This is the most interesting part of the movie so far. I hate when my car does that.
My car flips in semi-slow motion. Is that like a scrapbook of Hajime? That's so weird!
But the
Exactly.
disease couldn't hit the one that we have now.
Milky boy!
Sometimes my girlfriend calls me that when we're
Stop it.
on her. I
Remember-
thought it was funny, but it was
What is
just weird.
Tachibana doing?
He's being the Milky Boy now.
Oh my god.
She's 14!
And then he does a backflip, backflip.
Black flip.
Weird.
I mean African American flip.
Anyone else have some feels right now?
Oh.
I was so sure you were gonna say have a right now.
2 people actually requested this movie.
They just hate us, don't they?
I already hate myself. I want a Den-O ghost movie. Man, if I ever actually go through with Toku's theories, I'm gonna, like, die of all these explanations.
Ha 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 ha.
Slapstick. You have a Japanese dictionary?
That's a normal thing to have.
No. No weebs allowed.
You have chosen the wrong fandom, bud.
I can like Toku without liking anime.
Me too, buddy. I'm completely in the same boat, but
I don't believe you. I blame you for choosing this movie.
hate you.
I'm
Don't
sorry.
laugh at that. I'm losing respect for you by the minute. Did they ever explain how the end actually goes through time?
Money.
Then we could have done f***ing I'm Born like I wanted to do.
You mean I wanted to do?
I hate you. Can we watch this movie again next
No.
week?
I forgot to hit record.
No.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Wait, you're kidding, right?
I know this is supposedly for dramatic effect, but who actually sits side by side away from each other like that?
It's for dramatic effect.
Yeah, wizards might have hearing problems. Why do you think they have to yell out the magic words?
So is that like Wizards' little gimmick? Wizards can't hear, and like ghosts can't have dinner.
I bet a doctor's
Got him.
gonna be here one day to summon a robot from the sky out of a video game.
Nah, that'd be weird.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, what drugs are you on, Marcos? People get killed by the capitalist wizard economy. Wizard capitalism.
Because the capitalism's terrible. That's why it has to end. You see?
Yeah,
wizards
wizard communism
ruin
is where it's
everything.
at.
Oh no, let's not say that.
I can't wait to see the flame war over different governmental systems in the comments.
And then there'll be one dude in the corner just being like, why can't we all be socialists? Are you implying Haruto is a communist? And he's trying to take down this capitalist society that is made all by wizards so he can accumulate all the power so he can be the only wizard.
If Haruto's Stalin, then Nito could be like Germany or something. He's just there and helps out sometimes.
He's Mussolini.
There you go. See,
But 1% of the wizards has 99% of the mana. Okay, so which one of them was Snowball and Animal Farm? Because that's all I know about that.
All I know about geopolitics is from Animal Farm.
that conversation went on for way too long. So like some guy at Toei makes a ham sandwich, ships it all the way to America, and throws it on the floor or something.
Yep.
He rolled a 5 for initiative.
Too bad I didn't get a crit.
Someone get him some retaliation.
I don't think his dexterity is all that great.
I was gonna say he's a cat, but doesn't have good dexterity, okay.
Well, he eats mayonnaise. That probably, like, lowers his dexterity.
You're literally malnutrition. Have you learned nothing from wizard magic?
Come on,
and
man. It's
showtime?
Toriku Janai, okay?
Maho Hero!
And come on, Vamonos means everybody let's go.
Come on, you can do it.
Okay, calm down, Dora.
I think people actually enjoy TV Nihon either because that they were first introduced to TV Nihon or because they actually see their stuff. Having flashy fonts is like cool in anime and all, but in like a superhero show where you kind of want to see the action, it's really distracting.
Yeah, it's like, thanks for those henshin effects, TV Nihon, but I'd rather watch Toei's henshin effects, because they're kinda cool too.
You think she's been wearing this for the past 10 years, the same suit? If those are neo-humans, I don't want to be someone.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm cool with being a regular human.
What was the point of bringing together the whole club when only like 2 of them have anything worthwhile to help out with?
Why do they just have a room with a pool of lava? Just there.
Don't you?
No. No. And you can't be asked to keep up with Joe. I wish I could pull off Haruto's pants. I mean, wear them and look good in them. Not pull off, like, pull. Oh, yeah. He has a time travel ring. Just, you know, cuz.
The movie.
TVN!
TV Nihon. Ding.
I don't do that anymore, you nerd.
Ha! Liar.
Toei, ding!
My dead gay son!
What the
He's
heck,
awesome.
Mage?
I love Takeru Tenkuchi, he's my dead gay son!
That's usually my only point when people say Kamen Rider isn't edgy. Need I remind you that Shocker are literal Nazis.
Hitler's greatest treasure, Kamen Rider.
Kamen Rider. Kanon has an important part in Ghost. She's Elaine's cover.
I was killed by a Shocker combat man on my... I don't know what birthday this is now.
A combat
This isn't
man.
even a birthday.
Ace, I think the sad part is that you said he died by a combat man and not like a monster.
What
That
about
bench is the bench in the ending scene of Blade.
You remember the bench?
it? God.
Wrong,
Tachibana.
Tachibana.
Tatsumana-san!
Go ahead and make it.
Everybody gets one.
Alright. Daddy.
I'm banning you. He gained like
He's
50
I'll
pounds.
punch you in the face.
He's
The
an old
muscle.
man.
He's an old man who is kicking
That's
your
50
ass.
pounds of determination, okay?
Good talk, wanted to be a writer.
He wanted to defeat all of the worms. All of them. Hey kids, I'm a Kamen Rider. I know you've all seen Ryuki already, so you should know what a Kamen Rider is.
Yeah, these are the kids that grew up with Ryuki. I feel bad for them.
If anyone ships this, I will find a way to beat them with Takeshi Hongo.
You will beat them with Takeshi Hongo.
You're gonna hold him up like a sword and beat someone else with them?
We could just make Tachibana Sentai Tachibanager.
Hachi Bonager?
Don't you mean whoa, Sentai Tachibanager?
Yes.
Say, are they gonna like light his funeral pyre and then they're gonna get to another battle and he's just gonna be like, Kamen Rider!
Persona,
Oh!
have you seen this movie?
I have not! Is
4 minutes
Ichigo
after
gonna
we
get a
burn
burning
him.
form too?
Stop. They couldn't like chop off his torso or something?
Dude, what the f?
Well, he's dead already.
Takeshi, you jerk, you died protecting me. You f***. Ghost can't have dinner. He showed me that I could have dinner even though I have no soul. Do you think they actually burned Hongo's actor? Oh god, he literally gets burning form.
In a movie, but he was actually flying on his way here. Not the bike was flying, but Takeshi Hongo himself was flying, just carrying
He
the
was
bike.
carrying the bike and flying in.
You think Toshiki knew? He was like, okay, I'm gonna introduce a new rider here who's gonna... Toshiki, no, don't
He
do
just,
that.
Hongo just leers over him.
I love the new suit. Like, I heard people did not like it.
They don't like how much determination he has.
Where was Nigo during all this?
Sleeping.
Probably sleeping right now.
He set an alarm, but he slept through it. Plot twist, Ambassador Hell was Nigo the entire time.
I'd be okay with this.
Oh god, he kind of looks like Sephiroth from this angle.
I don't have a witty intro, so I guess welcome to the Kabuto.
You can edit in a witty intro.
So if Tendo and Meteor got in a fight, whose fate would be decided?
I don't know.
Probably Meteors.
The universe.
So how much money do you think that they spent? How much budget they had for this? They think they had 2 ham sandwiches?
I'll take 2 number 9s, a number 9 large, 2 number 7s, 1 with cheese, a number 6
Oh,
with
that
extra dip.
face.
I don't know, Persona. Have you ever dropped a meteor onto the planet?
Yes. I don't know if you've ever met a short person in your life other than yourself, Marcos, but short people are full of deep-seated rage.
You say that, and then Dallas tapped my shoulder, so...
It's okay, bud.
Grandmother once said this. Knock
I'm
it
gonna
off.
kick your ass.
Oh, dang.
Please stop punching God.
PSA from Persona. Thanks.
Please stop punching God in Kamen Rider.
Y'all want to have a King of the Hill land party or not?
You think the motif for this movie was cheese and America?
It was duality. Cheese. Those aren't duologies, though. Those are synergy. America is cheese.
Persona, I think you're onto something, and I'm scared.
Zoe. Ding!
Thank you. By the way, that's never coming out. Fun fact, I actually had a Superhero Taisen Abridged movie once.
All these ships look like some form of weird sex toy.
I was actually hoping that we'd go this hour and a half long movie without any sex references.
Sedirex will be our waiting picture.
Why? No, stop it.
I really hope he shows up for Heisei Generations, the final.
Probably not.
Probably not.
But if he does, I'm gonna fanboy so hard.
I didn't watch Masked Rider. What do you think I am, a weeb?
Yes.
Superhero Tyson is just guy's shitty fanfiction. And like when he's done reading it, Marv's just like, oh, that was good. Now go burn it. The fire needs more tinder. I didn't know GokaiOrange made an appearance in this movie.
I get it.
The eye fucking in this scene is so intense. Oh, look, Mighty Morphin.
And in space. And SPD.
Why are the SPDs in their sweat form?
Look into my eyes. Do you see any tears?
Here's my theory for how they made up this bullshit dumb plan.
That's a good
Toku's
theory.
theory. So like Marv and Tsukasa somehow found out about each other. It's like, hey, so we need to figure out how to take down these versions of these really guys. So like, meet me in like a motel so they won't suspect us, right? Probably guess where this is going. Yeah, they prioritize sex over planning, and after they're like, oh, weren't we supposed to make a plan? Kill them all. Fuck it. Yeah, that's a great idea. Let's go.
What are we? Some kind of Toei Superhero Tyson trademark? Obligatory. Why is Black and Black RX standing next to each other? Look, they're right there! Why are they next to each other? To beat the baddies, you must bamboozle your buddies, is pretty much the extent to this.
Guy Akari shitty fanfiction.
Time to wake up, guy. I think you and I gotta do the obligatory Uchukita.
Uchukita!
I
Do you hate me now?
No, I hate myself. Oh my gosh, I love Kitaoka so much. He's, I could go gay for him.
Holy sh**, she's a furry.
Good.
My girlfriend isn't dead. He fight, he protect, he attack, but most importantly, he got your back. Speaking of Ninja, when's that Chou versus Nin video gonna be finished?
Yes. 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 He's so old! Yes. Yes.
It's been like 15 years since Ryuki. What did you expect?
He's still just as handsome.
We couldn't afford Sato Takeru. Hope you like me.
Oh, we didn't get to see those. Oh, we didn't get to see those. We didn't get to see those! Why? Just why? Seriously, why?
I dropped Nico off at her daycare, so now I have to help you guys. I am Bao. I'm a shadow, the true self, and you're gay.
In the script for True Ending Abridged, I actually got a Uganda Knuckles reference. I didn't say
Really?
I didn't directly reference it. I just said I really hope there's no annoying echidnas in here. Someone needs to take off their weights off their ankles in this movie.
Literally the
That's
only
Dragon
thing you know
Ball.
about Naruto.
Well, I don't
Must
know
be
about
family
that,
or
but have you
something.
seen her mom? I'm thinking of becoming her dad myself.
Oh my gosh.
Not if
Also,
I have
Koreans
anything
are
to
daddy.
say about it. Taiga
This is
doesn't
what
have-
happens
Oh my God.
when you give the weeaboos rights! They start to fight back! Tiger really does volunteer at Nico's daycare!
Kuroto seems like the guy to swat people and order pizzas at the same time to the same house.
It's just a break.
How much do you want to bet that little clip of him looking at the window is going to be used for an FMV?
I knew diagnosing her with terminal was gonna be funny.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
You need to include that.
I have no idea if I want to include that.
Is this one of those machines where when you put it on, it has one of those anime girls you?
It can if you wanted to.
The VR chat chat.
If I logged into a VR game, the first thing I saw was thousands of children, I'd log right out.
I'm surprised in AkitaKey Abridged we haven't had any mentions of squeakers yet. You like Grand Theft Auto, right?
I bet you $1 million that's Kiria's car, too.
We've already got 5 stars, Emu. You know, I feel like Kiria would own a car just for the simple irony of the fact that he can already get anywhere as it is, like...
Henshin no Jutsu.
Virtualize the boy.
You thought it was Emma, but it was
What was he
me.
doing in there? Hey, thanks for getting me out of the basement. I am so f***ing high right now. At least children refer to me as the cool doctor. Yeah, but you're the one who has 5 state warrants to stay within 500 feet of a school.
No,
Oh my god, the LSD hits! I'll show you the power of the PlayStation Move. Irrelevant console add-on.
Emu would be the kind of person that likes the PS Move.
Hey guys, you want to see me perform a Sonic Rain Boom? Wait a minute. Oh no! Bikes don't know how to fly. Doka isn't being taken by God because she wasn't a good little Christian. Because I was told by Spider-Man that Kota Kasaraba was the only savior.
Truly am the troll of the universe!
This would make a sick album cover.
Gashat boys.
Hey, it's the Buster Bros! Hey!
Parador, we have to record the podcast after this.
Oh, dang it!
Hey, sick! Another game driver! I can sell this on eBay! Wow, there's 2 of them!
Hey.
Oh, all I need to do is just do what they do for iPhones. Put it in a bowl of rice. Right. Someone make that a Photoshop right now, please.
Dang, really got to her.
Oh my god.
Taiga,
Rack
what
up
are you gonna do?
And always be sure to accept the charges. Whenever we abridge this, can we call it machinima vision? You see all this collateral damage you caused?
Your fault.
You're paying for that. Oh, and this band-aid on my face from those injuries you caused me? Yeah, I'm suing your
Emu, you're so hot when you talk about clearing games with no continues. Mage isn't here, so I'm gonna say this. This guy's so hot.
I can hear Mage typing in the comments right now.
She
Mage,
probably
if
doesn't
you're
find this guy hot.
Mage, if you're typing in the comments right now, I love you. Marcos, if you're in the comments right now, I love you. Hey, Maddie, if you're in the comments right now, it's a boy!
Dang it! No, welcome to Chou Superhero Taisen, the Abridged commentary.
You're a Chou Superhero Taisen Abridged.
Most commented things on our Abridged series. Chou Superhero Taisen was the second most, right behind, hey, can I be in the Abridged series? This was made purely by request. Thank you, guys. But then a lot of the actors do ad-lib, and it turns out great, such as Maddie's. I think a lot of what Maddie says is ad-libbed, so...
Can I drag you, Marcos?
Why?
I still love you, but I need to drag you.
Drag me? Like...
Yeah.
like you're
The
gonna...
reason that you rely on our ad-lib so much is because you were too lazy to write the script.
Hey, you're right. Haha.
Oh, I thought I could see such a Takai was for a second. I was about to...
We here at the Taku Pronounced Taco, the actors write the jokes for you, not the writers.
I'm better at writing the narrative than jokes. So, like, thank you guys.
He can write the outline, he just can't write the script. A sexy bike. I want to it. I want to the bike.
Can we please stop talking about doing inanimate objects?
Marcos,
No.
you only said inanimate objects. You never said anything about animate ones. Okay, my biggest regret for ad-libbing was instead of saying, you'll have to do, I wanted to say, oh, hey, Satan.
By the way, if you guys didn't know, Kusokodae is a swear in Japanese.
I'm well aware. I have a shirt that says Kuso on it, and I wear it all the time. Whenever people ask what it means, I say, it means you look lovely.
Oh, fun fact, but special form was casted last minute for Jin, because ProtoDubs was like, hey, who's voicing Jin? I was like, oh, wait, special form, you want to do it?
Definitely.
Yeah, would you go high C? Like you said that you would go for Kitauka?
Hey, man, voice actors and actors are different, but yes.
One thing about 8 I wish we could have done was played him off as more of like a horror movie kid, so we could have him just say shit like, I see dead people or red rum, red rum.
And the Go Rider stuff? Oh, why did they do this?
God, you were so fucking pissed when we watched that together.
Because it's stupid! I'm kind of sad I didn't throw in a line for Yamato to throw Mage off for when she watched it.
If you did, I think I probably would have like right then and there.
Excuse me?
So, I'll get a behind-the-scenes thing about the, this isn't even my final form thing. Marcos casted me as Agito because he knows I'm doing Agito Abridged, but I don't have anyone casted for Shoichi yet.
Hey, I usually like to do this thing where we give our final thoughts during the movie. Final thoughts. Final thoughts. Final
That's
thoughts.
what I thought.
Final thoughts.
Alright, final thoughts?
I was supposed to say that.
I like this movie.
Personally, I thought this was a good movie.
As a Blade fan, this made me kind of sad.
I thought the movie was actually a lot better than I thought it would be.
This video is gonna be like 10 minutes of us about it, and at the end, hey, we all like this. This movie was a train wreck.
No, wait, this movie has none of that. This just sucks, and it's boring.
But there is good news. I don't have to edit this. I enjoyed it a lot, actually.
But it was a good movie.
Yeah, I like this movie.
I didn't hate it as I thought I would, because it's Wizard, but yeah.
I honestly love this movie.
This is the best thing to come out of Ghost, and I love this movie.
I have no issues with the movie. I like it a lot, except for the ghost parts.
This is a good movie.
The movie is really good overall. It's probably one of my favorites, top 10, somewhere around there.
This is a bad movie. I'd never watch it again if I had to.
I like this movie because of how absurd it is.
I enjoy this movie a lot.
Normally, I would ask for you guys' final thoughts, but I kind of want.
Is this what a writer movie is like?
This movie's super fun, honestly.
Turn your brain off, and that's pretty much it.
This is another really fun movie.
I'm probably gonna be in the minority when I say this, considering one of my favorite Taisen movies is Kamen Rider Taisen, but I think this was the worst of all of them. I still think it is an enjoyable movie if you turn off your brain.
Don't do what we're doing, basically.
I liked it.
I liked it more than I thought I would, but I wasn't really too interested until like the Hypermuteki bit.
I really like this movie. It's no surprise future, but no movie can be surprise future.
I wasn't in this. 0 out of 10.
Since Takeda wasn't in it, let me just give it a 10 out of 10. Best movie.
I mean, I had a lot of problems with this movie, but I had a lot of fun.
I definitely don't think True Ending is a good title for it.
Yeah.
It should have just been called Alternate Ending.
Another ending is what I'm voting for.
Kamen Rider X8 Genocide Run ending.
Kamen Rider X8, any %.
I swear to God, if at the end of Heisei Generations Final it doesn't say thank you for playing, I quit.
Howdy, people of the interwebs, and Marcosatsu.
Everybody, it's the only winner, Emu Hojo here, and we're here doing a commentary of Kamen Rider X8 Abridged!
Yeah.
As a person who is very, very closely following the casting process of this to know what part I got, when I saw that the person you had casted as Emu was replaced by Maddie, I was so happy.
Now, this is gonna sound really far-fetched, but a few weeks before, like, whenever I got casted, I fell off of a zip line, and I, like, smashed my back, and I almost broke my spine, so I couldn't stand up to record for, like, weeks. So I was recording everything laying down, so it was hard to, like, properly convey, you know, emotions. That's why I sound kind of flat in episode 1.
During the casting process, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm never gonna get like anyone good. I'm just some dumb internet guy. And then here we are having so many talented people. Like Special Form was probably like the last person I expect to do this in Proto. Like I didn't know you very much, but you had like the most amazing voices. And Maddie, like I regret nothing. You're like one of the best.
I was just planning to subtitle my audition originally and send it in, and then I thought, oh wait.
Before you did X8 Abridged, I almost did a sort of X8 Abridged thing as well. But then you started the auditions, and I was like, I'll do something different. Well, Kamen Driver was born because I wanted to be Shinosuke in Heisei Generations.
I actually have a couple of editing flubs here. For a split second, you can see Emu untransformed while he's an X8 here, and that was my fault.
Oh, I saw it. I saw it. I've never seen that before.
I wasn't sure what Emu was gonna say when he transformed, so I had him say Dai Henshin because I wasn't sure, and now everybody forgot because he says it's morphin time. I didn't know this, but she was part of Azzy's Gaima Bridge, and I didn't know that at the time. I just thought she was a really good voice actress.
I love this episode. care what anybody says.
There he is. There he is.
My little thing is when I was recording Hero's lines, I was violently ill, super sick, and you can 100% tell because Hero's voice is completely different in this episode than every other episode.
I'm gonna get into character. I'm gonna have the Bugster virus. That way I can finally get a sense of just how pessimistic and dramatic these characters are.
And because I wasn't supposed to be Hero originally, wasn't it Dallas who was going to be Hero?
Yeah, and then he disappeared for like half a year.
Marco said, "Hey, Proto, can you do Hero?" And I was like, "Yeah, I guess I can."
I think you were originally just Parad.
I was, and here I am.
And now you're everybody.
Nobody knows this, but the line where Emu says, "Hey, Hotshot, you almost took my head off," is a reference to Clash of the Red Rangers.
Yes. Because it was the silliest line, and I caught it because I thought it was so dumb.
Yes. It's so great.
Scott is like the RPM guy. Just like starts fighting off the whatever they're called, grinders, I guess. And he slashes Kevin's head almost, and he ducks out of the way. And he says, "Hey, Hotshot, you almost took my head off."
She did so good. I can't even tell it's Zoni, honestly.
I'm basically the main writer. I outline things, but we do have like the other voice actors do write too. Since Special did have a few lines written in there, and I think this episode specifically, me, Proto, and Special wrote it all together. So that you can definitely tell there's some of Proto's humor in there, and the dry Special form sarcastic humor.
Made the whole thing about Taiga's wig, basically.
One of my favorite things about whenever we write jokes for this is that you can always tell, like if you know anything about the voice actors, or at least know a decent amount about them, you can pick out who wrote what jokes. Like, I mean, Proto's sense of humor in this episode is pretty clear, and then in like episode 5 or something, the Judeo burger bit was one that I wrote, and that's just my offensive sense of humor coming through.
Whenever I write these scripts, I send out the raw footage to you guys too, along with the script. But episodes 1 through 3, I don't think I had any raw footage, so like you just had to use your imagination. And here comes one of the best lines ever. I was so afraid Mana would be against it, but she was like, "Nah, fam, I live for these kinds of jokes."
No one knows this, but I say safety first when I throw the wheel. No one gets that. It was in between safety first and you should have worn your helmets, I think, something like that.
Yeah.
Like he was just gonna be like crazy about bike safety. I tried to be so sensitive in the scene, but I wanted to keep his raspiness in his voice, and I couldn't do both.
I think how Kuroto's comic relief in the late seasons of X-Aid, I think you still put it into the early episodes, and I think that's great.
You didn't expect me to actually curse there, and I'm like, I'm a professional. Didn't you actually choke yourself for that line where Kuroto's choking you?
Oh yeah, that was method acting. I actually got a belt and tightened it around my neck.
This is episode 3, I think, and we've spliced together 6 episodes for this one, so it was tough, but we did it.
Yeah, while writing the episode, Marcos was like, "I think I'm gonna add in another episode." I'm like, "Okay, I'm gonna add in another one. All right, I'm gonna add in 2 more. Oh, okay."
I kind of wish we went through with the whole Black X8 as a rapper, though.
He dabbed!
Oh, and another example of my method acting, I shoved a bobby pin in an electrical socket.
Did you really?
What?
No!
Oh.
I used a fork.
What?
I will do the things to make it more authentic.
Yeah, like how Proto actually killed his girlfriend.
Exactly, I actually killed my girlfriend.
Now that I'm rewatching this, I realized that the red contacts joke never went anywhere because I didn't think it'd be important. But then after watching X8 again, I was like, "Oh wait, that's a Bugster virus. It's important." Right here was the first time where I had to cut footage specifically to avoid copyright ID, because the graphite line went on for too long, and the first time I uploaded it, it got copyrighted. That's why we put in the Gem Corp or GameStop image. At this point, I thought everybody was okay with swearing, but Special Form wasn't, so I just assumed that Dan would swear at some point, so I put the F word there.
It's kind of interesting because he's the villain and everyone else is like swearing. The heroes are swearing, and he's the only one who's pure and not swearing.
He's like Belial. He's pure.
Because it seems so real. It seems like this could be a dub, honestly, to me. It's so good. I love this.
Oh, and before I forget, just on the whole Curia death scene, the whole "what am I fighting for" thing was something I sort of stupidly threw in as a callback to how I got my start voice acting with doing Mega Man fan dubs. I was like, "Can we please include this?" Mark was like, "No, it wouldn't fit." "Can we please do it?" Okay, fine. Just stop yelling at me. Sweet.
I say yes to every single one of you guys, alright?
I remember ever since we started doing X8 Abridged, we always discussed Proto and me both being the Mighty Brothers, where he'd be the more Emu half, but he'd still be like, well, he'd be doing an impression of my Emu voice, and I'd be doing an impression of his parrot voice.
I think we both do a pretty good job at impersonating each other.
And fun fact, Super Mario Sunshine is actually my favorite video game.
Oh,
and I sort of fought to get this included. And the thing that TV Tropes messed up on that I noticed, like, it's not a big deal, but when they quote this on the TV Tropes page, they say the word I say is arcane. In reality, the word I say is archaic.
One of my favorite parts ever was when Mana yelled, "Do it again." That was completely improvised, and it caught me off guard first time she said that.
Oh my god,
I think
it
that's
was
like
so
my
funny.
favorite line in all of X8 Abridged. Like, I was not expecting that.
For this next part, nobody told Special to do a country accent for
No. I want it to be like when you call someone, but you don't want them to know it's you, so you put on an accent to pretend you're someone else, but you can obviously tell them it's you.
I don't want it to be too dated, which is why when Uganda Knuckles came up in True Ending, I didn't want it to be like specifically Uganda Knuckles.
I love the sound effects you did for the perfect puzzle and knockout fighter. You don't know how happy I was that Parado was finally getting lines. It's canonically confirmed that the only movie Hiro has seen is the Goofy movie.
Gashato Yokose was like a pun on the fact that Taigas would say that line in Exit for like the first 10 episodes.
This scene was going to be so much longer, but the footage wouldn't let me because Smith and Mage actually had a lot of lines here, but the footage was so short.
Oh, this is one of my most favorite scenes to record. I'm sad some of my lines got cut from this just because it made Emu seem like a bigger asshole, but I still love it regardless. Oh no, so this whole Great Pumpkin thing was something I came up with in a call when we were like trying to think of ideas for like Halloween and Bergmont. So like, you know what? No, it's the Great Pumpkin.
Marcos, I don't want to date these episodes. Also Marcos, Halloween.
You can watch this anytime. It just how happens to be during Halloween.
When Burgermon is reaching for something, it's just right out of his burger grasp.
Shut up.
Well, if you didn't notice, I had Poppy Burger form at the bottom right because Kamen Rider Ricky, for some reason, puts it as a form.
Where Hero's dad says in a plain, just normal voice, "What the fuck?"
No,
I kind of wanted like when Kuroto dies. When we get to that point. Like, you know, since Kyria is like the bike without any soul, we just have Kuroto riding Kyria, and they become Kamen Rider Ghost because they're both dead.
Before we end off this video, there's one thing I want to say. Of course, like, Marcos, I want to say a huge thank you to you for starting this, because through this I met so many amazing people, and I've enjoyed every single second I've been a part of this. I mean, I met you, I met ProtoDubs, I met my dad. Be special for him. But, I mean, this has just been an absolute blast, and I can't wait to do more, really.
I never thought we'd ever even make one. I keep saying this so many times. Like, it's just... We even made an abridged movie. I never thought it would turn out as good as it did, or, like, we'd even do it. But here we are, and...
The Marcosatsu Public Broadcasting Service is brought to you from support from viewers like you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Also, here doesn't say my girlfriend is dead too much. Shut up.
Out of 6 episodes released so far, it was only said 4 times. Out of 48 minutes.
Yeah, I'll fight anybody. But you know what? All you other people who don't complain about that, you guys are cool.
You know, I think I've said I'm the only winner more than he's ever said my girlfriend is dead. And no one seems to complain about that.
Exactly.
I guess this would be an appropriate place to say it, but I will be doing Kamen Rider Akita Abridged hopefully within the next few months, so look forward to that.
Announcement.
If we're ending the video here, I just want to say, Kamen Driver's better.
Alright, I'm gonna get fucking sappy here, so everyone buckle the fuck up as I'm gonna start fucking crying. Alright. Fuck.
Go for it.
I'm just really glad that we were able to do this because honestly, like, even with X8 Abridged in general, like, I've met so many wonderful and amazing people, and if it wasn't for Tokusatsu, I feel like I would have lost my way quite a while ago, probably very seriously, but, like, with the AkitaKey Abridged and the Taku pronounced Taco, I've just found people who I can be friends with now, and people who mean the world to me. So if it wasn't for Marcos and like if it wasn't for all of these people, like not just Marcos, there's so many other people I need to thank, but like this would just make it like 40 minutes long. It's just like I've met so many people and everyone's amazing, and I just want to thank everybody, not just the people in the Taku pronounced Taco, not just the people who work with you guys, but like everyone in the Tokusatsu community who's enjoyed these videos, who's like watched us like since there. Like you guys, I make when I say this, but you guys saved my life, so thank you.
Wow. Well, I'm glad we were all able to help you out so much, and you know, thank you for being with us on this crazy wild ride. We're glad to have you, and we all love you, Mage.
I love you too.
I may start to cry here too. Maddie, I was going to last night, but I was saving it specifically for Chou Taisen. But each and every single one of you just did so well, and not just here, but as being good friends. I never ever in my life ever expected to meet such great people and make an abridged series and even get close to a movie. So just thank you. There's so many things I wish I could say, but all I can say is thank you. Just, and not just you guys, the viewers, the people who helped write this, make this a possibility. Mage, Maddie, Proto, Lambo, Mana, Special Form, so many people. Just thank you.
Real feelings hour.
Also,
if
the only
we're
one
all
here.
going on a heartfelt speech, I really have to thank everyone as well, but most of all you, Marcos. I remember when you put out the casting call for CSHT Abridged, and I honestly wasn't expecting to even, you know, get any consideration at all for the part, especially considering you had someone in mind for Emu already at that time. But, you know, I'm really glad that you did pick me, and I'm thankful for that, because, you know, I'm not just in an Abridged. I've met so many amazing people who I love to talk with every single day, and I wouldn't have met any of these amazing, talented actors, video makers, content creators, and just amazing people as a whole if it wasn't for you, Marcos. So really, thank you so much, and thank you to everyone else who's been a part of this journey. It's been a great ride, and I can't wait to see where it goes in the future.
Oh, we're not off Mr. Takahashi's abridged wild ride yet, though. There's so much more coming down in the future, so please continue to support us, because honestly, that just means the world to us. And I know it's cheesy to like say, oh, I'm a YouTuber and I care about my fans, but like, I know I can be a bit abrasive, but it's kind of like something I've built up over the years. Especially towards a couple of people in the comments or live streams. I just like want to throw hands with them, but like I do it because I do it out of good fun. I actually really do appreciate every single one of you, and the least you guys can do is to continue to watch us, continue to support us, and just continue to make this community one of the best communities that I've ever been in. Because honestly, it's you guys who make this community worth staying in. It's you guys, the fan artists, the fan fiction writers, the fan video makers, and just shitbags like me who just sit down and watch stupid fucking videos every single day. You guys are the reason that this is such an amazing place. So thank you guys so much, and please continue to support us throughout CSHT Abridged's life. Thank you so much.
With that being said, thank you all for watching, and we hope you watch more in the future. Enjoy.
Also, please subscribe to my channel because I'm losing my YouTube partnership program.
Then get back together, come back and see me. 3 days in the living room.
I'm waiting this entire commentary to play that at the end.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Good night, sweet prince.
Like, I could probably throw a chair from here to California, and then all of a sudden there's just a fucking chair that slams through Marcus's window, you know?
On the second floor?
I think that'd be a suitable ending to a video.